Good morning, everyone. My name is Bam Shedulekwe, and I'm a project management manager assistant at Pincon Dev Center. And I'm here to share my KD topic with you, which is project initiation phase of a project. Initiation phase of a project. So let's talk about project. What's a project? So what is a project? A project is a temporary endeavor taken to create a unique product, service, or result. So what a project does is basically it has a start and the end date. It is unique also, and it is definite. It knows when it starts and it must end. So that what makes it. That's why that what makes a project unique. It always starts and ends, and it's unique. So how it's called the temporary endeavor because at the start there and the end date, and it's all projects are unique on their own. So just like who is a project manager? Project manager is someone that manages a project, someone that is in control of the project, someone that starts the project from the beginning to the end phase of the project. So that was who a project manager is. From the beginning to the end, he or she is the one that carry the project on her head, burden it till it's become a reality. So then there are characteristics of a project. We have five of them. The first stage is the stages of a project. We have initiation stage, the planning stage, the execution stage, monitoring and control stage, then finally the closure. So, and in these stages, everything, the execution, monitoring and control, they work hand in hand. So when execution is good, monitoring and control is good. So initiation to planning, then to execution and monitoring and control, then to closure. So that's how they work with each other. So now today we are only going to talk about just one, which is the initiation phase, because if I should talk about everything here, it will take us the whole day. So but let's just talk about initiation, how to initiate a project, what does it take us to start a project, what we need when initiating a project. So let's start. So a project, initiation phase of a project has 6 definite stages that it has to go through before it gets finished, before it turns to a project, before it starts, before we say that the project is initiated. So the first stage is check the goal of the project. Yeah, to see if the goal of the project is there. Then we have the scope of the project. Then we take a feasibility study on the project. Then we will check the risks and assessment and also the expectation of the project. Then you will build a project team and you get a project charter. So I will talk about this one in just a few minutes. So the next thing there is now is we have project. So these are the phases. These are the stages of the initiation phase. First the goal, then the scope, then the feasibility study, then the risks assumption and expectations, then the project team and the project charter. They work all, you can do them. It's not like it has to follow this. But all this one has to be done before the project has to be initiated. So let's talk about the goal. So during the goal, the questions you ask during goal is to check for the goal of the project is that, does this project have a goal? Coming from the definition of a project, what's a project? It says that a project is a temporary endeavor that is unique and that has a goal. So every project you do always have a goal. If it doesn't have a goal, it can never be a project. But if it has a goal, obviously your idea having a way to a project. But if it doesn't have a goal, it can never be a project. So after saying that, you will now come down again. You will check what the market needs. Is this endeavor I'm about to enter to, is it going to be in the market? Is it having a market need? Are people going to need it? How much Is it going to help people's life in the project, in the environment? Is it going to help them? Is it going to add value to their life? The market need, and the people really want in it. You still check for that to see. These are what we'll be talking about the goal. All this one is still working with goals. Then you now say, okay, if it has a market need and it has a goal, so that means we already have a project. That means that project already happening. So that what it has a project need. You know, when you say something has a project need, that means what? It has a goal and it is temporary. So that means it is a project. There is a project need, so we can call it a project. Then after all doing all this, during the goal stage, you have to build something called a business case. A business case answer basically three questions: the purpose of the project, the cost of the project, and the potential gain from the project. Let me talk about a little bit about that business case because it's actually very interesting. I can't go deep into it. So after you go to check, you build the business case. In the business case, you write the purpose of the project. Like let's say you want to build a house. So the purpose of that project is build construction of a house. Sorry, construction of a football stadium. Let's say construction of a building, that's the purpose. Okay. So the cost, you now put the cost also. You put the cost also. So yeah, okay, the cost, this project is going to cost us 2 billion naira. So you know the cost. Then the potential gain. Obviously, if you have a football stadium in your environment, obviously to bring about tourist attraction, more people will come into your place, and obviously you will surely gain more money back from it. You know, you're in a big city, like the football stadium, people just love to come and watch movies and watch their matches and all stuff like that. You get your money back, you get everything back. Same as if you want to build a theater. The purpose is to build the theater, they cost 1 billion naira. Then let's say the potential gain, it rewards the foster people to bring them to rap. More people will come, they will enter your theater and be able to get more familiar, more movies, watch movies and enjoy themselves. So after all this have been said and done, after you have seen the benefit that will come out of it, after you have seen how it will help people like that, people like you are building a business case. Those states have to build a business case, and this is part of the goal of the project. So those are what's the goal. You already know the cost. So business case also have to be there. You know the goal, you have your business case. And your business case is always built by it's not necessarily something about initiation phase is that it's not necessarily the project manager has to be the one to do the business case. Sorry, do the initiation phase. He can join at any point during the initiation phase, but not necessarily that it not necessarily starts the initiation phase. But the planning can never go on without the project manager, because that's where project manager time to shine. But initiation phase, the stakeholders, sponsor can be the one to initiate it. So now that we are clear on the goal, let's move to the next one. The next one is the scope. The scope is a guide to what your project should contain and cover. Everything your project is going to cover, everything you are going to do in the project, everything your project is going to, how you are going to get it out, where you are going to place the building, people that is going to affect, everything around the project that is going to affect them. You have to list it out. You have to check the scope of the project and see how things are going to go for the project. And so when you see all this, sorry, I'm coming. I'm sorry for that break. So the scope is everything the project covers, everything, the cost, the risks, the problems, the successes that are going to be, everything that is going to be covered by the project, everything. That's what the scope covers. So for the scope, when you know what this thing, you have to check everything the scope will cover, the project will cover, and how much everything is in the scope. So that'll take us to feasibility study, which is one way to another way of getting the scope. And in the feasibility study, we have something there. The feasibility study just basically checks out that in this project, do we have enough resources to start this project? Do we have enough experts to do this project? Are we capable enough to maintain this project? And everything we have right now, is it enough? Do we have the power to be able to carry on this project? That's what feasibility studies check. And when you say, okay, we have enough resources to take the project on, we have enough expertise in our team to take the project on, and if that we need to get more people in, we check it out. We check it out. So after all those ones have been said and done, good. Now, since we already know that we have enough, we've checked we've done feasibility studies and we already know that we have enough and see our strength can go in the project. Then we can move and say that, okay, we've done feasibility check and we say that we can carry on this project and we have the strength and the manpower and resources to be able to move on this project. That was the feasibility studies check. So feasibility study is very, very important also to make a project move on. So obviously there is no feasibility check that won't need the corresponding risk assessment and expectation. So obviously in risk assessment, you have to analyze all your risks and identify them, and after analyzing and identifying your risks, you have to respond to them. There are more to assessing risks than this. I can't just go into deep detail right now because I don't want to take much of the time, but I'll create another episode talk about the risks in the project, how to work out to assess risks and how to solve risks in the project. So, but when you see a risk, let's say now you are building a studio, you're like, okay, what are the risks that can fall, that can like come up when you're building a studio? You can have like shortage of staff along the way. You can have materials might not get enough along the way. You can also have the problem of money not enough along the way. And also again, you check all the risks that can be possibly attributed. Let's say people also, let's say the marketing team are not like doing enough to like get the PR of the stadium out there that will be with the new theater for you guys that is not getting out there. You have to work on all those things. Those are the risks that you have already analyzed. So you have identified them. Then you now find a way to respond to them. You have to like, oh, this is what I can do to. Okay, for study of staff, you need more staffs. For use of some funds, there will be sponsor that you have to get more. And news that you don't want to go more than the budget, you have to find a way to spend less and get quality out, at the end of the day. So you are trying to respond to it and making everybody still feel calm and not still feel scared that oh, this period is going to spiral out of control, but you still want everybody to still have confidence in you. That's why you are doing risk assessment. Then expectation also is very, very interesting because everybody, this project sponsor all have expectations they want out of the project. Let's say you have 4 project sponsors and stakeholders. Out of those 4, you have one that have a different idea of expectation from the other one. And if you are not having a level point with the 4 of them, and not come to a point of like 4 of them are on the same plane level. Okay, well, this is what they want at the point. The project cannot go on because no matter how you say the project is successful, and one person is sad, one of the project success, the project is a failure because it did not meet the expectation of the other. When you get all the expectations and you work it out and get the best out of it, and you say, okay, it works out. And you have gotten a plain level, all of you say, okay, this is what all of you are expecting. Then that way you can move on knowing that, okay, this is what we expect already out of the project at the end. So knowing this risk acceptance and expectation has helped you to like solve the lot of problems. So the next part of our project is where you bring up your team, you build your team. I would have done that from feasibility check. You build your team, get your team also. Expect HR you talk to, meet with the head of HR to get to meet the head of construction to be able to give him more people that will bring how many people he wants in this place. You give him everything once to be able to get your projects very soon. So you boost up your team. And after that, you have a project charter. A project charter is different from a business case. Why? A project charter is like a high-level document that the project sponsor or stakeholders can look at and not get confused about what the project is. You know, maybe I'm going to be showing you pictures of Gantt chart and different things. I'll just add a milestone table like this. Establish a project that it contains the detailed part of the project that I want the project sponsor to see. Everything here, they will know how far you are going and what is next with this project chart. In this project chart, it has the project name, ID number. Every project has the ID number. The project description, what the project will solve. Project sponsor, who is sponsoring the project. Project manager, that's myself, who I'm done that is managing the project. Then project manager. Then program, a lot of projects. That's the program management. Program management. Project manager is different manager, different project. Program is different project administered by different projects in one monitored by one person. Combination of different projects together, that's the program manager. So it has to have person, that's just somebody, they need the project manager. I'm the next column. Then the organization I'm working for, then the start date, when it is, then the target end date. That's after you have made some planning and know that when you failed it. Then the business need, why you are doing that project. That's the project goal I will talk about. Why this is what to be here. Tell them, okay, once you notice that there is no football stadium in your city, you have a lot of young people that are really into sports. That's a goal. You give them more place to be able to train and give them more listening, and we are able to meet a need. Then project scope. What is scope? What is scope? Or what is in the state? What is in the project? What you are going to do to get the project out? And things that are not in the scope, things that are beyond the scope, things that you don't need to like focus on. Now what it is called out of scope. Then constraints. Those are from the risk assessment we have done. That way you get your constraints from. Then what is the meaning of that? The one that I really like, the one that I really enduring, the one that has major risk, those are the key, the one that you have to really focus on. Because if you not focus on them, it would later become harder. So it has to do at the risks, then the assumptions. You get some assumptions to be able to like focus on those risks, to be able to solve those risks without writing down assumptions. Then project budget, how much you want to spend. Then the project team, the people that are in your team, take them out, then their role, so that they will know what exactly. You know, when you not give them role to do, you can human beings, when you are not coordinated, they don't really want the functions. But you give them a role to play, they'll be able to know that you should be doing this. If I know that I do not do this, I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to do this. I'm done to do this. So if I know that this is not working, I'll know that I'm going to meet Mr. A because it's not, I did not do it. I only need to meet Mr. B. So that's it then. Milestone. Milestones are like, let's say I'm building a house now. Let's say lay foundation, that's a milestone. Then build ridges, another milestone. The other, what they call it, the other service, the other work that will still go on before you lay the foundation, you dig and stuff like that. Those are something, but after the foundation of the road, you have reached the milestone. After you have built the ridges, that's the other milestone. Yeah, each faces that like put something out for you to see, that's the milestone. You list out those milestones to achieve before the project is that. So that's some of the project that. Thank you for listening to me today, and I hope I've been able to like out you. And if you have any question for me, let me hear them. I'm ready to take your question and answer them. Thank you. You can message me. Thank you for coming today. God bless you.